Let me get a sound check. Let me get a sound check. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can I get a sound check? Sound check. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you all can hear me loud and clear, let me see everyone type good morning, DJ. Let me know you alive on this Monday. You know, good morning. Let me say good morning to everybody. Everybody that say good morning to DJ. And let me say good morning back to you. Give me a second. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Bishop. Good morning, Prayer. Good morning, Curtis. Good morning, Pooh. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Lady. Good morning, Yvette. Good morning, Prayers Chain. Good morning, Wish. Hey, Wish. Hi, Wish. I apologize, Wish. I love you, Wish. Um, Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Rose. Uh, and Wish, I would like to holler at you when you get a chance. Make sure you text me. Okay? Love you. Deborah, good morning. Good morning, Anna. Rose, Hayes, Brooklyn, good morning. Tammy, good morning. Murphy, good morning. Hazel, good morning. Caroline, good morning. PDQF, good morning. Miss Vern, good morning. Everybody's alive. Please say good morning to DJ Tyson and also hit that like button, subscribe. And this video, I want you to share. Okay? We have to revisit some things. We have to revisit some things when it comes to this R. Kelly saga. Uh, we got to revisit some things. Good morning, Darice Davis. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Anita, good morning. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning. Good morning, Apes. Beverly. Um, Cassandra, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What I'm going to do this morning, I'm going to get straight to it, y'all. Uh, just want 100 people in the chat. Don't care who come after that. Pee Wee Mac, good morning. Uh, Beverly, good morning. Pee Wee Mac, good morning. Nita, good morning. I think everybody said everybody. If you just tune into the live, make sure you say good morning to let me know that you are alive on this morning. We about to revisit some things. Uh, hey, Rider Girl, good morning. Good morning. What a lot of people fail to understand and don't want to realize what's been presented before their eyes. Some people see the truth, hear the truth, and refuse to accept the truth, and they are delusional and become in denial of the truth. What more do you want a person to say if a person is admitting to you, to their father, that she is not a victim, was never a victim. She was living her best life. I know it hurt a lot of people feelings to hear. Hey, Party Master D, good morning. I see some new people, low end and no end. What's up, Takesha? Good morning. I'm seeing new names in the chat. What's up with that? Good morning. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and all this, man. For real. Come on in. Come on in. I just want 100 people. I don't care who come after that. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Marletta. Good morning. Good to see some new faces. All y'all first timers, put a one in the chat. You like I see some new names. I don't know if y'all change your name, but if you a first timer in my chat, please put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. I want my entire mod squad to welcome you. If you're a new person speaking live in the chat, might have been in the bushes. I don't know. Hey, Miss D. Patty, Groovy T, Sheila. Good morning. If you got Facebook, add me. Hey, Lady Libra. Good morning, Sassy Tender, Miss D. Petty. It's good to see you beautiful people on this morning. My Rita Jones. Let me switch some things up real quick before I start this commentary. I'm grateful to have you all here, especially the new people. You know, I get excited when I see some new people. If y'all have IG, add me on IG. It's Kevin Terrell 357. My cash app is Kevin's Blessings because they are Kevin's Blessings. KEVINSBLESSINGS. Also on Twitter at DJ TYSON357. And if you have PayPal, it's paypal.me/DJ TYSON357. I would love to have you newcomers as my IG followers and Facebook friends. Make sure you inbox me. Let me know your YouTube name. And it is done and deal. Send me a message. I love you guys. Thank you all for tuning in on this morning. Everybody, speak to the new people. Welcome to new people, everybody in the chat. Welcome to newbies in the chat. Yes, I'm glad to have you, Marietta Jones. Marietta Jones. Shout out to Solange. Shout out to Laura. Shout out to everybody that supports the channel in a big way, that watches. Hey, it's me, Kiki. Sweet Tooth. How you doing, Cheryl? If you a new person in the chat, make sure you press a 1 so I can and we can acknowledge you on this morning. Follow me, y'all. I'm trying to build up to 10,000 followers on IG. So if you haven't, please follow me on IG because there's a lot of stuff that I will post on there that I will not post on here. TikTok, funny videos, things about R.KELLY, things about me. I don't know. Encouraging stuff. You know what I'm saying? So over here, we number love. We love over here. We don't hate. And if you in the bushes, we want you to come out of the bushes. Okay, Party Master D. Okay. I appreciate you, Takesha, for coming out. How you doing, Takesha Leaks? I'm glad you come. Make sure you follow me on IG or add me on Facebook, Takesha. All my new people that's coming in. Hey, Carla, Miss Vern, I see you. Anybody that came in this live and did not speak, please say good morning so I can speak to you, so I can jump right into this commentary. I'm not playing no music or none of that. I want to put before the people eyes what we miss as people. A lot of us see the truth. We see, we hear, we listen, but we refuse to accept what's being said at an individual mouth. Good morning, boss lady, YTL. Shout out to my YTF fam. And if anybody want to be part of my YTF fam, if you don't know, all the people with YTF is a reason for that. We are U2 family. That's what YTF means. It means U2 it means U2 family. That's what it means. It means U2 family. For those that just coming in the chat. Oh man, I'm so glad to have y'all on this morning with the one and only DJ Tyson, man. You know I'm representing Chi-Town to the fullest. That's where I'm from, Chicago, Illinois. Shout out to all my people in the Chi who going through the little blizzard. You know, I know it's cold out there. It's cold. It's cold out there. It's cold in the Chi. It is really, really cold in the Chi. I'm glad I made that change, man. 2019. Shout out to everybody that's come in. If you came in, please say good morning. Please say good morning. Hey, Nisha. Good morning. Yeah. Shout out to the person who get these shirts made for me. Shout out to you. Yeah. Y'all experiencing that cold weather. You're more than welcome. Make sure you add me now, Marita. Make sure you add me on Facebook or IG. Appreciate you. Nita, what's up? Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a work in progress big time. Thank everybody who tuned in yesterday on my Inspirational Sunday. I was very delighted to have my own, my one and only, my bloodline, my last name, my first name, my junior, Kevin Terrell in my chat on my Inspirational Sunday. And thank you all. If you missed yesterday's Inspirational Sunday, it might bless you in some type of way. The Holy Spirit, it does take over me sometimes, and it allows me to be in the moment of praising God and worshiping God and just thanking Him for all of my blessings. YouTube is my job. For y'all that don't know, thank you, y'all. Thank you. For all that don't know, YouTube is my job. This is what I love to do. This is how I pay the bills. This is how I keep the lights on. This is how I pay the rent. This is how I save. This is how God trusts me when you donate. So make sure you all hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, and show me some financial love. Okay? Let's get right into it. So anyway, I want to say good morning to everybody and thank you for tuning in to DJ TYSON Live. Yes, this is my channel where I do get it cracking, get it popping, keep it real, keep it real, keep it very real. And everybody that's hating on me, keep that same energy because you ain't seen nothing yet. This is my channel. I love you people for coming over here. Hey, Joyce, I see you. Tammy, how you doing? Thank you. Dash, my brother, if no other. Nobody's anything. Yes, I love you guys. Just remember, I am a work in progress. Sometimes I might bark loud or I might bite low, but man, if you come for me and I ain't sent for you, new sub, Brooke Hart. Everybody, welcome, Brew Hart. Welcome all my new subs. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. I want to acknowledge you. Hey, Scorpio, K Baby Lang, what's going on? Love you. Everyone, welcome, Brooke Hart. Welcome all the newbies to my live. If you come out the bushes, I will show you none but love on this channel. But I'm gonna give you the raw and real truth. If you cannot handle real, raw, uncut truth, you do not need to be on this channel. SR, good morning. And thank you again, Wish, for coming back. I do humbly apologize to you, Wish. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yeah, God is good. God is good. If you haven't liked, please make sure you take a moment and hit that like button. Now, let me get straight to this. You know, some of us see the truth. We hear the truth. And another thing, we deny the truth. We see, we hear, we listen. Even when the words are being said out of a person's mouth, we choose not to accept what's being said. So we become delusional, become in denial. And then, hey, Valerie, welcome to my channel. You know, we choose not to accept it. And then we fall off deaf ears of what we hear, but we steady want to blame a person for another person's irresponsibility. We steady want, hey, Sugar T Hill, welcome everybody. Listen, when y'all see them people, put them ones in the chat if they new in the chat or even been in the bushes, they first time speaking out, put ones in the chat. I need all of my mods. Welcome them to this channel. We go welcome y'all today. I'm glad to have you, Sugar, Marita, who else? Sugar T, Keisha. Welcome to have you guys in this chat on this live, and don't let this be your last time. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, share. You got PayPal, it's right there. If you got Kevin's Blessings, it's right there at the top, right there. The little guy with them glasses on, with that little jacket on, right up there at the top. That is my Cash App. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Yes, everybody, welcome to Newbies. Okay, now let's get back to the business. We see, we hear, we listen. But why is it so hard for us as people? Hey, Dennis. I've been seeing you, Dennis. I didn't know you was a new sub, but I know I be seeing new people. Welcome, Dennis, too, y'all. But why is it so hard for people to accept what we hear that's coming out of a person's mouth? Why do we choose to be in denial? Why do we choose not to accept what's being said out of a person's mouth? Do we want to be deaf to what we hear, blind to what we see, and not accept what's being said? Why? Why is the question? If a person tell me, what's up, little Mac? If a person, Stephanie, hey, baby. Hey, Sharon. If a person tell me, hey, Crease, I see you. If a person tells me, hey, fuck you. I don't give a fuck about you. You ain't shit to me. What do you want me to believe? Do you want me to believe they give a fuck about me? Or do you want me to believe that they don't give a fuck about me because that is what's said out of their mouth? Hey, Patricia, I see you. You better not be our last time jumping in this chat. We number family and love over here. And you stay around long enough, you will have that YTF on your name because we are a YouTube family. That's created by me, the founder and CEO of YTL. And I thank y'all again. So if you tell me, I use you, Nisha. If you say, fuck you, DJ Tyson, what do you want me to believe? That you don't give a fuck, correct? Because these are the words that's coming out of your mouth. Hey, Denise Guilford, these are the words that's coming out of your mouth. So if a person speaks it and says it, should you not believe what they say? Get them likes up. Y'all liking them likes? Y'all don't like me today? Y'all don't like me? Or y'all forgot to hit the likes? Get those likes up like right now. So if a person says the thing that they said out of their mouth, what are you to believe? Somebody talked to me in the chat today before I start this clip. If a person says they don't love you, if a person says, hey, I want out of this relationship, are you going to convince them to stay, or you going to believe what they say, or you going to continue to be a fool and stay in something when a person tells you, hey, I don't want to be in this relationship. I don't want to be in this relationship. Or you go steady be there and make yourself a straight asshole and make a fool of yourself, trying to convince somebody that they need to stay. Okay, well, thank you, Tammy, for responding swiftly. So when this young lady says these words right here, and let's go straight to this. You tell me what am I supposed to believe as a man?
Always had a fucking phone, so I don't get it. We're running screenshotting it. Okay, first of all, I've always had a fucking phone, so I don't get it where people think, oh my gosh, she has a phone. Wow. No, I've always had a phone. Just because my parents put it out there that I don't have a phone, that's them. I don't talk to my parents. I'm not in communication with my parents, and I don't want to talk to my parents. I'm a grown-ass woman, 21, about to be 22. And if I don't want to talk to my parents, I don't have to talk to my parents. I don't have to talk to nobody in this fucking world if I don't want to. This is exactly why I don't post on social media, because people are going to say what they want. People are going to take whatever they want and turn it into whatever they want. But at the end of the day, let it be known that I am definitely in love with Robert fucking Kelly, R. Kelly.
Now, let me say this to a lot of you people. Now, when you hear this young lady, right? She said she's 21, about to be 22. And she said, let it be known, I'm in love with Robert Sylvester Kelly. Now, if she was saying this, right? This is what I'm saying. Give me a second. God damn it. Turn the heat on in this bitch. Motherfucker getting hot. Now at this particular time, right? When she says, let it be known, I'm in love with Robert Sylvester Kelly, R. Kelly. What do you want DJ Tyson to believe? You want me to believe that she's in love. Now you seeing this, right? You seeing what she's saying. You listen to what she's saying. Are you accepting what she's saying? She said she in love with Robert Sylvester Kelly. So me as a black man with some common sense, I believe she in love with Robert Sylvester Kelly because that's what she had said. Okay? But the problem that I have with social media is they want to push stuff to fit their narrative, to paint a bad picture of Robert Sylvester Kelly. When you hear this young lady who got her butt done, breast done, all that's cool, says she in love with Robert Sylvester Kelly, what do you want me to believe? Do you want me to believe that she was a victim of R. Kelly? Or do you want me to believe that she's in love with R. Kelly? What you want me to believe? What you want me to believe? She's a victim of R. Kelly or she's in love with R. Kelly. Okay, let me continue because I'm going to bring some other clips that I want to play with her and her daddy. And you got to make it make sense to me. When I say we see it, we hear it, they speak it at their mouths. But the problem is with social media, they don't want to accept the truth that is coming at the horse's mouth. And I have a problem with that. Am I supposed to be in denial from what's being said? Okay, let's continue to listen to this. And then I'm going to move on to the next video.
Yes, that is mine. Okay? And I could give a damn about what anybody say. Like, I'm so heated right now. Like, for my parents saying, oh my God, I want you to be happy. I want my child to be happy. I'm happy with R. Kelly, so let me live my fucking life. Like, let me live my life. First of all, only reason why I was trying on stuff is because it's Justin's birthday, and we're out and we're celebrating for her. And like, literally, even before Robert was locked up, we were going to celebrate anyways. Literally 1 month ago, I was in Florida doing hookah, turning up, living my fucking life. And that's when I was with Robert. Okay? So for people saying, oh, she's held hostage, she can't do this, she can't do that. No, yes, I can. I move at my own pace, though. And if I don't choose to see you, maybe it's the reason I don't see you. Maybe it's because you a snitch. Maybe because you're a liar. Maybe it's because you said some foul-ass shit about me that wasn't even true. Did you ever think of that? At the end of the day, I'm happy with Robert. He's the love of my life, and I'm always going to support him and be by his side. I don't need no money. I don't need my parents to buy me no apartment because I got my own. Okay, I'm eating good. I'm not missing no meals. Don't worry about me.
Before I continue this live, I want y'all to get them likes up right now because this is very important what this young lady is saying. What they seem to say, she's been brainwashed by Robert Sylvester Kelly. Now, this was at the beginning when Robert Sylvester Kelly got locked up in 2019 of July the 11th to be exact. And she goes on this social media blitz and telling people how she felt about Robert Sylvester Kelly while he was incarcerated. Okay? Now, we know why when R. Kelly, Robert Sylvester Kelly was incarcerated, she then flipped the script. Right? And I want to say this to this blogger named Since Day One. Since Day One. I see you coming back out doing R. Kelly material. But back then when you was doing R. Kelly material, you allowed Angelo and Larry to scare you off of doing R. Kelly fucking material. But now you back and you want to do R. Kelly material. I find that crazy how you let these clown ass niggas scare you off of your freedom of speech on how you feel about a certain situation. I don't understand that since day one. Make that shit make sense to me. You know, now it's back in the news with Azriel, and now all of a sudden you want to do all this and say all that. But if you let the motherfucker scared you then and put you up under a rock, stay your ass up under that goddamn rock. Because we ain't scared over here. We ain't scared to speak what's being presented and the facts that be presented before us because it's coming out the horse's mouth. Since day one, stay your ass in the fucking closet. Don't come out now talking about R. Kelly because it's getting hot again and Tasha K and Angelo getting into it. Don't come out now. You could have kept been doing R. Kelly material, but you stopped because Angelo spooked your ass. Angelo spooked your ass. But we ain't scared over here. We just letting the world know we ain't scared. Because if this young lady puts stuff out like this, she is a public figure. You have a right to talk about whatever's on these YouTube streets because that is your right as a human in the United States of America. Okay? Yeah. But anyway, let's go with this.
Keep my name out your mouth if it's not nothing good to say. Like, I'm so fucking done. The reason why I'm not even on social media is because people always twist everything that I say and I post. So why would I be on social media? I literally just posted literally one day and it's gotten all over the shade room. Like,
and I think she's excited about getting all the attention that she was getting through social media. Now let me explain something to y'all. And listen to me real good. The young lady said she always had a phone. The parents put out as she was being a slave of Robert Sylvester Kelly. But right here, in our beginning stages when R. Kelly got locked up in the feds, she said she always had a phone. Now, those are key important words to when a person say a person is kidnapping you, manipulating you. You can't do this, you can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. But she always had a phone. Now, my thing, and in my mind, as a black person, listening to a young lady say, hey, I always had a phone. If she was in any hurt, harm, and danger, if she always had a phone, why she never called 911? That's the $1 million question. She said, now don't get mad at me because the way I deliver my commentary to make it make sense to a lot of people. If she always had a phone, and if R. Kelly did all these things, why she never called 911? And she been around this man, what, 3-4 years? Make this shit make sense, y'all. Make this shit make sense. See, a lot of y'all want to attack me and say, oh, you attacking her. But what about when I was pro Azriel? Wasn't nobody saying shit to me then. It was just me and Angelo because Angelo said some things to me as a man that I believe out of his mouth. He just wanted one song with his daughter. He didn't give a fuck if they was in love or whatever. So it made me think he didn't give a fuck if his daughter was 17 or not. And as a father, I have a right to feel that way because I have daughters. I was watching Tasha K IG and putting up a video of Azriel and her daddy having a conversation. And one of the comments said, I can't wait till you go to jail for having something to do with setting Azriel car on fire. I say, what? Well, I tell you what, you wait on that day because I ain't going no fucking jail. I ain't been around her house. I don't know shit about nobody burning her fucking car. You could try to implement me all you want to. The feds know what they know and got who they got, and it ain't DJ TYSON. So you can cut it. You haters do too much. You need to cut it. Y'all in my bullshit because you love it. Cut it. You haters do too much. You need to cut it. I'm the baddest YouTube blogger scene. You love it. Okay? Now let's get back to this. Now, she always had a phone. Right?
are you serious? That's mind-blowing. And then people wonder why I'm not on social media. People wonder why Joyson is not on social media. We have the right. If we don't want to be on social media, we don't have to. Look at how everybody twists our shit.
And let me pause this again. As we all know, Azriel loves attention that she get it from social media because she mentioned how the shade room was going crazy, blah, 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 blah. It's no different when you wearing tight clothes in the streets and you see a man looking at your ass, or you wearing something very provocative and you see a man staring at your ass like, damn. But then you get an attitude when he stare too long because he can't believe, damn, she got a fat ass, tight ass jeans, nice ass cleavage. But then some women get mad because a guy is really looking them down like, damn. Well, let me say this about attention. All attention is not good in attention. All attention is not good attention. So if you don't want the attention, then you got to carry yourself like a lady. If you don't want the attention, then you got to dress like a lady and not a hoe that's seeking for attention. And then you wonder why some women don't get the respect they think they deserve, because some of them carry themselves like a hoe. Sad to say, it is what it is. So you wonder why people look at Azriel the way they do. Because when we see Azriel, she either have a tank top, she always showing her cleavage, she always making sure they shining, she won't be able to know she got big titties, she won't make people know she got a little waist, and she got a nice ass. And then when people comment on this young lady, it's because the attention that she puts out herself. If you can't say ouch, just please say amen. Okay? So when people try to say, oh, you a pervert, oh, you this and you that, how is you a pervert? Because a woman is on social media exploiting her body, exploiting her ass, want the world to know that she got titties and all this goofy ass shit, and then the first thing you want to do is blame the people who's looking at her. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All attention is not good attention. You got to be careful what attention that you're seeking for in this world, ladies. It could be good, it can be bad. Because some of these women got these attitudes, they got these weaves, they got these nails, they got these 50-inch eyelashes, they got the ass, and all this shit going to their head. And when the nigga look at them, the first thing they get, what you looking at me for? You look, because I can't believe what the fuck I'm seeing. Because some of all that shit don't look good. Let me be the first to tell you, as a man, all plastic surgery don't look good. It do not look good. Not to shame nobody, but I saw a lady at the club, and sometimes I just go for observation, just to say, have a good time. This one lady, she had on a white outfit, and it was a short outfit and like a bodysuit. But what she wearing, or what she was wearing, it did not match her body type. I'm just saying. And then when you got people staring at her, when some people thinking they look fly, some of y'all look a hot ass mess and don't even know it. And then you wonder if a guy's staring at you because he digging you, or he lusting over you, or you just look ratchet as fuck. And you don't know why a nigga is staring. It is what it is. Now, let's get back into this.
And his lawyers are going to prove that he's innocent. I mean, FBI came with the same charges. Homeland Security came with the same fucking charges. Racketeering, child pornography. Like, damn, I thought y'all was the smart ones, but y'all still doing the same shit, the same 2008 trial that he was acquitted on. But okay, you're the smart ones. Okay, great. Just keep doing your job. But Robert, that's my baby. And I'm always be by his side because I love him. And when you find somebody that you love, you're going to love them unconditionally and you're going to be loyal to them. And that's not called being brainwashed, baby. That's loyalty. Okay, maybe you need to learn what loyalty is. So I'm going to be in New York. I'm going to be at court. And look, I'm going to be staring at the back of his head so hard because I'll be like, oh, boy, I can't wait for you to get home. I can't wait for you to get home. Because at the end of the day, I love him. That's who I love. So I'm 21, about to be 22, like I said. If I fall in love with somebody, I fall in love with somebody. If I fall in love with a drug dealer, if I fall in love with a crackhead, if I fall in love with an 80-year-old fucking woman, I have the right to. Leave me the fuck alone and let me live my life. Let me be happy. Can I breathe without you worrying about me? Like, worry about your own bills, worry about your own kids, worry about your own household, because I am good. Please leave me the fuck alone, and fuck you with the sandpaper dick for whoever put my story on the shade room. Fuck you. So like I said, we out here celebrating Joycelyn's birthday. All of this was for the cause. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Joycelyn. I love you so much. And this is what I planned to do with Robert before he was locked up. So it's no different that we're going to do it. Of course, I'm devastated that he's not here. But like I said, my man's is going to get out. I know he's going to get home from this. He's going, oh, what? I know he's coming home. That's for a fact. If you're gonna hate on me for being with R.KELLY, then hate on me. Be a hater. I'm cool with that. You know how many haters I got? Does it look like it's really phasing me? But I just gotta get this clear. I'm definitely not happy that he's not here. I'm devastated, but I just got a call from him yesterday. So a girl is happy. A girl got a smile on her face. A girl can go out because she know her man's finna come home.
Okay. Now, this is my point I want to make on this video. We see it, we hear it, we heard it, we know it. But the problem with social media and the opposition, they refuse to accept the truth that this young lady loved Robert Sylvester Kelly and that she was living her best life with Robert Sylvester Kelly. And what they continue to do is be in denial of the truth. I have a problem with people being in denial of the truth when a woman is telling you. Now, let's fast forward. I want to fast forward. Everybody put in the chat, fast forward. Now, this was when she was with R.KELLY, when R.KELLY was locked up. But now it went from that. When R.KELLY was locked up, she supported this man from July all the way to December. Flipped on him fully in January of 2020. So from 2019 of July to 2019 of December, she was in full support of Robert Sylvester Kelly. And January the 8th, 2020 is when she fully so-called flipped on R.KELLY allegedly. And that was back, she's writing him, blah, 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 blah. Y'all know what it is. Now, what I'm going to play right here.
The following.
Now, what I'm about to play right here is from then and to now. Now, that was then, and this is now. And then R.KELLY was incarcerated. Still is currently incarcerated. And she went from supporting him. Then she went back to her dad and she did a documentary with her dad. And this is why I titled this Azriel told her dad she was not a victim. How? This how. Put a 1 in the chat if you're enjoying my live so far. This how. She went from there supporting R. Kelly. Now, remind you, she's with her dad now. And if she was a victim of R. Kelly, a sex slave of R. Kelly, then she wouldn't have been saying this while she with her dad.
We haven't really taken that time, to do so.
It's not about what the world thought it was about. It was about me getting relationships with my daughter, getting the understanding that she was good. Through all the back and forward, the talk.
Now, let me remind you all people. Now, this is when she with her dad. Remember the words I said. We see it, we hear it, we know it, but we refuse to accept and analyze what's being said, and then we become in denial of the truth. But the truth is right here before your eyes and your ears, so you better open them up, see and listen, and then you have your own analysis. Did R. Kelly brainwash her? Was she a victim of R. Kelly? Was she a sex slave of R. Kelly? Was she raped by R. Kelly? Was she manipulated by R. Kelly? So you people will be the judge and the jury of this video. Now, that was then, and R. Kelly was locked up in 2019 in July. This was 2020 when they did this documentary with Shabazz. Shout out to Shabazz for doing this interview, because it says a lot and it should open the eyes of a lot of people of what a victim really is. And if she was a victim of R. Kelly's, you would think she would say a whole lot of negative stuff to her dad, which is in her presence. He did this, he did that, and I'm glad to be away from him, and he did this, he did that, blah, blah, blah. But okay, you people watch it for yourself, and you break it down for yourself what you think.
The media, everything. You got painted a picture. So what I needed was confirmation from my daughter.
I understand that, and I respect that completely. But I feel like for me, where it was so hard for me and why I continue to not have communication with my family is because this Lifetime documentary stuff just happened within the last 2 years. And then out of nowhere, these last 2 years, you hear, oh my God, this is happening. Oh my God, that is happening. I just feel like, how can you be oblivious to the years that I was okay and just snap, oh my God, I didn't know what my...
You see that? When she tell her dad, how could you be oblivious to what's being said and then snap and, oh my God, my daughter's this, my daughter's that. She's saying it out of her own mouth. And then when you would think if she was a victim and traumatized and all this, she would have said everything negative of Robert Sylvester Kelly. But instead, it seems like she's telling the world, hey, my daddy been lying to y'all on the TV screen. All them interviews he been telling y'all, he's been lying. I'm telling you right here. So we see it, we hear it, we know it, but we refuse to accept what's being said. And if it's coming at the horse's mouth, what do y'all want me to believe? What do you really want me to believe? And if you ain't liking this button, if you ain't liking this video, that's because you still in denial of the truth when you getting it from the horse's mouth, right next to her dad. Make that make sense.
Doubt is that she's this, she's that. I need to make sure she's okay. Like, I've been okay for 3 years prior. That's where I drew my line, because at that point I was an adult. She
said she's been okay in 3 years. 3 years. She said she'd been okay. Okay? 3 years she been okay. Last video you heard, she said she had a phone. And maybe she didn't want to talk to nobody. Maybe you was the snitch. Or maybe you was doing too much. Those words were directed towards her daddy, which is sitting next to her. And she still has not said one bad thing about Robert Sylvester Kelly in his video. So I'm trying to understand why is all this hate for Robert Sylvester Kelly, because she manipulated the people, making them think that R. Kelly did this and R. Kelly did that. But if he did all these things, and you putting it on YouTube and all that, but you here with your daddy, the so-called rescuer, why she didn't say it all on this video? She didn't left R. Kelly in January 2020, did this live, did this video with Shabazz, who is the CEO of this video, the presidents who produced this video. I want this shit to really make sense to us as people when we see, we hear, know, and don't want to accept the truth. But when it comes to saying something bad about R. Kelly, we so quick to jump on that shit. Every time she says something bad about R. Kelly, we so quick to jump on it like he really did that. And everybody talking about, I'm glad you free. I'm glad you free. She was always free. When I think she was free of her goddamn parents. Now, let me tell you why. When she said in this video, when I became an adult, that's when I drew the line. She didn't want no communication with them. She said it out of her mouth. So where was she not free at? Where would she become this rescue mission? The truth right here.
And at that point, I felt like I was okay. So to believe something like that, so extreme, so bizarre, so outrageous, I just couldn't even fathom my parents believing something as bizarre as that. I just really couldn't.
Now she said she couldn't fathom her parents for believing something like that when they know what they have instilled in her, because he kept saying, we raised a good daughter, we raised a good daughter. And then after this, and then I'm going to push on to some Tasha K shit that she played, or I'll go look the video myself and tell you all, because it still got to make sense. It still got to make sense. It still got to make sense, y'all. I'm just stay tuned. I got another video after this one.
And that's fair. But what you got to understand is, we haven't talked to you after 16. That's when you graduated. That's when things went blank.
It didn't go blank, but communication slowed down because at that point I was an adult.
Exactly. It was never no black community. I could show you text messages over and over.
But that's to him.
To him, to you, to everybody's phone.
And I was wrong, guys.
No,
Communication slowed down.
I have received on an Apple. I don't have an Apple phone too.
I will call you guys. Don't paint no picture. Like, I have not talked to you guys in over a year because I would call you guys 4 or 5 months at a time.
4 or 5 months at a time. Tell me what she was manipulated by R. Kelly. Tell me what she was brainwashed by R. Kelly. Tell me why R. Kelly's still in the MCC and she doing a documentary with her dad. And tell me, where was she a victim at of R. Kelly? Tell me. Tell me where she was the victim. If you can tell me where she was the victim of R. Kelly, I will never do another live again when we looking and listening what this young lady is saying right there in front of her father. R. Kelly long in the MCC. So you tell me what R. Kelly manipulating this girl to say this shit. You can't blame R. Kelly. She's a grown-ass woman. Y'all keep saying she was a kid and woo, woo, woo. And if she's saying the same shit from then to now, tell me where she was manipulated by R. Kelly. Tell me where she was a victim. Tell me where she was brainwashed, kidnapped, raped. She said she was in good. You knew where I was, Dad. Why they pushing all this propaganda to the people of America to feel sorry for her daughter, something I totally disagree with. I have a right to do what's right, say what's right, feel what's right. I do not know R. Kelly. I do not know nobody in this situation, this debacle. I'm just a blogger with an opinion, and what I see is what I see, what I hear is what I hear, and I'm entitled to have my own goddamn opinion. She ain't saying nothing bad about R. Kelly on here. So if you're not saying nothing bad about R. Kelly on here, why you start saying bad about R. Kelly when you go to YouTube and you get the views? Why you start saying bad things about R. Kelly on Twitter? Why you start saying things bad about R. Kelly on IG? But you right there in your pappy face, your daddy, stepdaddy, why you ain't saying nothing bad about R. Kelly then? These are questions people got to ask themselves. And then you make an assessment and a judgment on, is she telling the truth then or telling a lie? Was she telling a lie then or telling the truth now? I'm just saying.
And when I would call you guys would be yelling. You guys would be cursing me out. Mommy would be yelling at the top of her lungs. And so what I would do, I'd say, okay, I'm going to give you about 4 or 5 months. And then hopefully you just miss me so much that you just want to talk to me and your arms are open.
Said when she would call, mom would be yelling, y'all would be cussing. So she said, okay, I give you guys 4 to 5 months. So she cut the communication off.
And eventually it got to that. Unfortunately, it took a little bit longer than I anticipated.
As a parent, guess what if you did for 4 or 5 months and we didn't hear from you? How do we know?
Okay, so let me.
While you listen to my commentary, and if you like my commentary, make sure you get those likes up, subscribe, share, tag Tasha K. She might want to hear this too, because this shit need to be out there, man. You know, they had everything bad to say about R. Kelly, but then when it comes to putting the truth out there, everybody want to deny the truth, and it's right before your eyes, and it's coming out the horse's mouth. So you tell me why y'all can put so much negative out there, but you keep saying you looking for the truth. Here's the truth, Tasha K. Put this out there too. You know, y'all spent all last year, 2019, for y'all ratings, y'all blogs, and all that shit, and views and all that, and said every bad thing about Robert Sylvester Kelly, and you said now you want the truth. This is the fucking truth. Put the truth out there. And if y'all liking my commentary as we go along, make sure you don't hesitate to hit that like, subscribe, share. Mods, I need you to post my Cash App in there. So at any given time, y'all want to bless the channel, hit the Cash App.
Actually, this before graduation, I was not even checking in every day then.
Yeah, I talk to you. You'll be like, Dad, I'm busy. I'll call you back. It was no more. You wasn't talking, but you.
She said even before graduation, she wasn't even checking in. Y'all got to listen to these key things this young lady is saying. I'm still waiting on her to say some bad things about R. Kelly. And I ain't heard nothing yet.
Texting. And if you're free, you don't call me. Hey, Dad, what you doing?
No super chat.
Don't pay no attention like I did every day. Now maybe like once a week, once every 2 weeks or so.
I didn't have to call you every day.
Okay, so why when I become 18, 19, 20, 21, I got to check in with y'all every day?
You hear that? 18, 19, 20, 21, I got to check in with you every day. Y'all better listen. Okay, I say again, go back to my points of what I'm saying. We see the truth, hear the truth, know the truth, refuse to accept the truth, and be in denial of the truth. Why? And she's saying what she's saying right here. We only want to believe what we want to believe, see what we want to see, feel what we want to feel, and just because it's R. Kelly, we just want to say, oh, fuck R. Kelly. It's just R. Kelly. Make this shit make sense.
Where you get that from?
Your wife. This is what you don't understand.
What?
Your wife called me, my mother, saying, oh, there's a lot of rumors going around. I need you to call me every single day. I need to hear your voice every day. I need you to check in with me every day. I said, first of all, I haven't been doing that for these first couple years. So now that I'm an adult, I'm definitely not about to check in with you every day. And that's what started it all. Because of her pride and my pride.
So what did that have to do with me?
You're attached to her. That's your wife. That's your wife.
So I became the enemy with your defeat.
Because when I would talk to you, you would be yelling too.
But instead of him saying, what you mean that's your wife? That's your mother. You give your mama her respect. But this clown, he says, but that's your mother. Like in other words, fuck her. Fuck Alice. I'm talking about me, nigga. Y'all listening to this shit? Because if this is my daughter and she said because of you, your wife, and all this extra shit Azriel was saying, him as a man, him as a father, he's supposed to say, hey, hold on, you check that. What you mean your mother? That's your mother. That ain't your fucking friend. That's the person who gave birth to you. That's your mother. Respect your mother. I don't give a fuck what y'all differences is. You respect your goddamn mama. You think my kids gonna ever come talk to me like that and say, hey, yo, that's you had kids by her. If my kids ever came to me and say, hey, you had kids by her, that's why I'm here. I'm putting their ass in their goddamn place. Look how she talking to him. And y'all believe R. Kelly made her eat shit? He ain't even check her about that. Let me play it again for you slow ass people. See, all y'all want to do, I think all Team Truth want to do is just look at everything bad about R. Kelly, everything they say bad about R. Kelly, everybody in the world, whether it's Team Truth or some onlooker or some people who just don't like R. Kelly, they just want to look at everything bad when it comes to R. Kelly. Period. But when it comes to shit like this and you hearing it out your mouth and you don't want to readjust your thoughts and have a reassessment of what you thought, then I really believe you just got a cold heart against the fucking truth. Listen to it.
If you saying your beef was with your mother, then...
And eventually it got to that. Unfortunately, it took a little bit longer than I anticipated.
As a parent, guess what if you did for 4 or 5 months and we ain't hear from you? How do we know?
Okay, so let me ask you this. Before graduation, I was not even checking in every day then.
Yeah, well, as I talk to your pop, you'll be like, Dad, I'm busy. I'll call you back. It was no more, you wasn't talking, but you was texting. And if you're free, you'll call me, hey, Dad, what you doing?
But I didn't do it every day. Now, don't pay no attention like I did every day. Now, maybe like once a week, once every 2 weeks or so.
I didn't have to call you every day.
Okay, so why when I become 18, 19, 20, 21, I got to check in with y'all every day?
Where do you get that from?
Your wife. This is what you don't understand.
What?
Your wife called me, my mother, saying, oh, there's a lot of rumors going around. I need you to call me every single day. I need to hear your voice every day. I need you to check in with me every day. I said, first of all, I haven't been doing that for these first couple years. So now that I'm an adult, I'm definitely not about to check in with you every day. And that's what started it all. Because of her pride and my pride.
So what did that have to do with me?
You're attached to her. That's your wife. That's your wife.
So I became the enemy, but you're the feud.
Because when I talk to you.
See, he's supposed to check her. And I can't understand if he can't check his own fucking daughter. What the fuck he think he can check some YouTube bloggers? Are you serious, y'all? Y'all hear what the fuck I'm hearing? If he can't check his daughter and that foul ass mouth, disrespectful ass mouth towards her mama, why she in front of her daddy? I don't give a fuck what camera's on. I have to take this one for the team. I'm gonna smack you so far in that black that you go wish you never said that. So if he can't check her, how in the fuck he think he gonna come on YouTube and check some bloggers about what the fuck they say about his goddamn daughter? Now make that shit make sense. Y'all stop playing. Y'all better wake the fuck up and smell the goddamn coffee. Might not be your liking or tasting, but you better smell that motherfucker. Because right here, we see this shit, hear this shit, refuse to accept this shit, and be in denial of this shit, and steady want to accuse of R. Kelly of shit. This is not R. Kelly's fault. This right here, what we witnessing, all this, he manipulated her, blah, 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 bullshit. Everybody put bullshit in the chat. Bullshit.
No, because if you say your beef was with your mother.
And she said, she told her daddy, you be yelling too. And those are facts. How you know it's facts? Just go look at all his YouTube videos he done. And everybody done use his commentary. What you see that nigga do? Yell, 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 huff, puff, bluff. Want to blow somebody's house down, but he can't get his own house in order. Bullshit. Put them bullshit in the chat. Now listen to what he says right here.
No, because if you say your beef was with your mother, then you said, oh.
I feel like it was with both of you guys because, like I said, both you and her, when I would call, it was nothing.
He's saying your beef with your mama. Boy. Y'all don't want to hear this truth? That's okay. Take your likes back. I don't give a fuck.
But argument.
I was never present with you and your mother. I was never present with you and your mother. That's why I never knew when you.
Man, look, I wouldn't give a fuck if you was present or not present. If that's her mother, that's your wife, you supposed to defend your wife and be like, hey, that's your mama. You know, you got to check that tone. That is your mama. Regardless of what you say or how you feel, that's your fucking mama. And that's why he don't get no respect for me, because he's not a respectable person, because he don't know what it is to show respect for other people, let alone his own fucking wife. So don't get mad at me because I'm a different parent than you. I don't have to have all the material things of the fucking world to know what respect is and know what it is to respect myself. To give is to get. And she didn't respect her own mama. She didn't respect you. So how the fuck you think you want us to respect you as a whole grown 40-some-year-old man, and you couldn't even put your own daughter in her own motherfucking place when you had the opportunity before the world to do so, because you knew that this documentary was going to air on social media. That's why I keep saying you missed the ball. I don't know what age you missed the ball as a father, but you missed the ball, homie. And you can't blame mother for your shortcomings and your downfalls and your lacking parenting skills. That's your fault. That's not ours.
When your mother talked, what I did was found out when your mother told me she talked to you and y'all argued or whatever, and I would call you. And you would have that same attitude you and her left with towards me.
Yes, I would.
Okay, but I didn't have anything to do with that. So therefore, give me a chance to pick what side I'm gonna be on, who's right and wrong. You came at me aggressive.
It wasn't even about no picking sides. That's her mother. That's her fucking mother. At the end of the day, that's her fucking mother. You are her father. Period. And that's what's wrong with these kids today. We give them too much slack and they think they're growner than us. And then when they realize they make the mistakes in the world, they bump their fucking head and they realize they'll be back where the fuck they started day one.
Because of you and her.
This is not it, because I know your wife confides in you and I know she's going to explain it to you.
Exactly. But she's not going to give me everything, evidently. Because
so as you can see, the elephant still needs to be addressed.
But this the thing.
Which will be addressed.
But what I'm telling you is don't merge us. Like I never merged you. So I could have been one of them parents that just felt victim. I made sure you stayed in a certain light. Because was you missed? Yes. I know that how much you love your father. So for me not to talk to you for these terms and these times, it's a problem with me. I don't need to talk to you every day, but I need you to check in and let me know, hey, Dad, I'm fine. So when it comes to me having to track you and run and travel and do all this, it's a problem, man. Especially when I talk to your better half at that time. He make it seem like it's a game. And you ain't gonna play games with me with my child. So the difference was with him, he wasn't dictating that to you. So that's where me and his war started. If he was dictating it to you, you could have put it off by calling me saying, hey, Dad, it ain't like that, I'm good.
Listen, y'all.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Robert would ask me to call you guys, and no matter what city we were in.
Robert would ask her to call you guys. So where she was held captive, whether she couldn't do this and couldn't do that and do that, and when she's saying out of her mouth, and just go back to my point, we see it, we hear it, we watch it, we listen. This ain't docued up. This ain't nobody's voice, but this young lady's voice. And she said Robert would tell him to call. And this is what she says.
He would say, is this your father's number or is this your mother's number? And it would say, call me. And I would say, yes, that is my father's number. And he's like, you need to call him. And I would say, I'm not going to call him. Because at that point, the only thing I get is big.
He asked her, is this your mama number, your daddy number? To all you hypocrites that so much are bashing R. Kelly and thinking R. Kelly this monster, and y'all feeling sympathy for this young lady now, or whatever the case might be, she telling the truth right in front of her daddy. I ain't hear her bash R. Kelly not one time. Not one time. And this is why she says she did not call you, Angelo. Y'all did these videos, not DJ Tyson. Y'all did these videos, not DJ Tyson. So you can't get mad at me because this is the shit that you put out in the public. This is the shit you want the public to see. You did it without force. You did it free willingly and accord. And this is what you get when you put shit out like this and accuse a man of doing something to your daughter that she clearly saying that R. Kelly didn't do it to her.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Robert would ask me to call you guys, and no matter what city we were in, he would say, is this your father's number or is this your mother's number? And it would say, call me. And I would say, yes, that is my father's number. He was like, you need to call him. And I would say, I'm not going to call him. Because at that point, the only thing I get is bickering every time I pick up the phone. So if I can avoid it, if I can enjoy myself in this nice little penthouse while we in New York for the weekend, I'm going to enjoy my weekend. It was very suffocating.
Now, let me say this to you, a lot of people that don't understand. R. Kelly gave her a lifestyle that her parents couldn't give her. And she got comfortable with that. Okay? R. Kelly gave her a lifestyle that her parents couldn't give her. Now, when R. Kelly got locked up, Azriel wanted to continue to live that lifestyle. She didn't really want to go back home to her parents. Let's just keep this shit real. She didn't really want to go back home to her parents. And because she got around Larry McGee, aka Little Grown Man, Little Grown Boy Show, or whatever, 2.0, 2.5, OCV, ODD, they coerced her. They manipulated her because she was vulnerable and she was weak. She still had love for R. Kelly. So Larry and the daddy, with the daddy help, put a number on her to get her to flip against Robert Sylvester Kelly. And Azriel fell for it with the line on this man to get fame, to get fortune, something that she didn't get independently on her own. Y'all heard Larry said, we talked to her, we did this, we did to that, the parents, and my daughter spent time, the mama, the grandmama, and they got her to turn against R. Kelly. That will be in my next commentary. Can you, somebody email me that video with Larry's admitting that he had Azriel over his house. He spent 2 weeks with this young lady. And before you know it, that's when all hell broke loose with TMZ announcing that Azriel is working with the feds. She wants to work with the feds. And they must have promised her something in the process of her turning on R. Kelly to live that lifestyle she once was living, because who wants to come from up to going back down and not able to live that lifestyle you want to live no more? So y'all best to pay attention.
Because I was an adult at the end of the day, period. And like I said, I'm not obligated to answer anyone. I know that you are my father and I love you dearly, but if I was a homeless person on the street right now with a cell phone and I did not want to call you, I would have that right. Now, would it make?
She says she would have that right. And she would have that right if she didn't want to talk to him right now today. Shit, I don't force my kids to talk to me. I let them be kids and let them do them. And whenever they want to reach out to daddy, it is what it is. Daddy there, period. And they know it. That's how you get a relationship with your kids. You don't force yourself on nobody. And he was forcing himself on Azriel, and now it made her life a fucking miserable shame. For real.
Get right? Probably not. But I am obligated to that right if I don't want to.
But me as your father, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hunt every street, every.
You saw that? Me as your father, she go, eh. Me as your father, eh. Boy. Me as your father, eh. Man, please. You couldn't pay my kids to sigh. Hey, get in there and watch it. What? I know you just didn't hurt me. I know you just didn't hurt me. See, me as your father, y'all better stop playing with me as a parent.
Corner, every curve, every bridge until I find you. Because I, as a father, had to lay eyes on you. And that, I don't care what you say, what comes out your mouth to make us look a certain way or make you feel better or that situation, that's fine. I can accept that. But at the end of the day, nothing gonna stop me from getting you right here beside me. Rather, it's in the street and I gotta sleep in the street with you. It's not a problem with me. See, as long as I'm with you, and that goes for any of my kids, I will go against the world for any of my children. So that's a fact. Okay.
And there you have it. So tell me what bad thing she had to say about R. Kelly to her dad. So you all make the call. Was Azriel a victim? Was Azriel manipulated? Was Azriel coerced by R. Kelly? Was she brainwashed by R. Kelly? Was she raped by R. Kelly? Do it sound like R. Kelly took advantage of Azriel? You make the call. Don't do it because I have my own opinion. You got your own opinion. You seen it. You heard it. You watched it. Whether you choose to accept it or not, that's your call. It don't have nothing to do with me. But I do know what's right and what's wrong. And all this big charade with Azriel and R. Kelly is bogus as fuck. Anybody should be ashamed. Angelo should be ashamed. Because his daughter was living her best life without him. And to me, I just felt like he wanted to use her for his own chess piece. You know?
Here's what I found on the internet.
He wanted to use her for his own chess piece to win. And look where she at now. Lost. Fucked up. Disgruntled. Dismantled. Heartbroken. And knowing in her heart what she doing is wrong, but she got to uphold that shit. Larry, McGee, a.k.a. Little Grown Boy, OCB, whatever. He done did a number on this girl. You thought the daddy was dangerous. Larry was just as dangerous, getting her in his circle, manipulating her like he tried to manipulate my son. Patterns. But the difference between Azriel and my son was raised right with a dad in his life. The difference between me and Angelo, my kids still listen to me. You can't pay. And if you do, That's on you. But disrespecting me? Oh, no. Oh, no, Angelo. Hell no. The dick between you and me, I was there. And see, when I went to prison, Angelo, I got that shit out the way for my kids even knowing, but I still told them about my history. And I ain't been back in 25 and it'll be 26 years. So I have a right to hold my head up, Angelo. I still have to say so, Angelo. I wasn't an absentee father, Angelo. You missed it, homie. So don't ever tell me I'm not a father because you ain't had no control over your buck wild ass daughter. You all make the call. You heard the video. Do it sound like R.Kelly brainwashed this young lady, this young woman? This is my morning commentary. I will bring some more to you all tomorrow. I'm going back and I have to study some more clips and listen to some key words that's being said in this whole R. Kelly situation. Oh, it was something else I wanted to play. Y'all almost made me forget. The Tasha K stuff.
April, during the summer, she was actually flying out to different concerts because he did present like, oh, let her see the behind the scenes, this sort of thing. Let her travel and see what it's like.
She was never alone while she was going back and forth.
She went on a few times by herself because we trusted her. And then we've met different people in the camp that are, especially a lot of females he had working with him, that also entrusted that, oh, she was in good hands, you know, everything is about her music. Everything is good. So we entrusted our daughter with them because there's a bunch of them that said women now.
So a lot of women on tour with him.
Y'all hear this?
During the summertime.
Do y'all hear this?
Yeah. During the summer, she was actually flying out to different concerts because he did present like, oh, let her see the behind the scenes, this sort of thing. Let her travel and see what it's like.
She was never alone while she was going back and forth.
She went on a few times by herself because we trusted her. And then we've met different people in the camp that are, especially a lot of females he had working with him, that also entrusted that, oh, she was in good hands, you know, everything is about her music. Everything is good. So we entrusted our daughter with them because there's a bunch of them that said
women now. So a lot of women on tour with him.
Correct.
Y'all hear
During
this?
the summertime. This was April.
Yeah.
During the summer, she was actually flying out to different concerts because he did present like, oh, let her see the behind the scenes, this sort of thing. Let her travel and see what it's like.
She was never alone while she was going back and forth.
She went on a few times by herself because we trusted her. And then we've met different people in the camp that are, especially a lot of females he had working with him.
But y'all want to bring up Aaliyah, right? We want to talk about these parents right here. These parents said she went a few times on her own. They let her go a few times on her own. So why are you blaming R. Kelly? Tell me why these parents are not to be a blame or not to be at fault for their actions. They said they let her go a few times on her own. Now, knowing the allegations that was against Robert Sylvester Kelly, which he was acquitted of all charges, knowing what's been alleged against R. Kelly and what they say, y'all allowed your daughter to go a few times on her own. So you tell me, y'all, where's these perfect ass parenting skills at? You tell me, y'all, why these parents are not more so at fault. Why? She went a few times on her own. We ain't talking about the women that they say she was with and all them, but wasn't no guardian with her. And we all know what's that lady name? Valerie Payton. We all know they never met Valerie Payton, never seen Valerie Payton, never spoke to Valerie Payton. But they claim it, they signed her over to Valerie Payton, who they never seen, never spoke to, only through a word of mouth, and your daughter gone like that. So you tell me what's wrong with these parenting skills? Because the last time I checked, if my motherfucking kids go spend the night over somebody, I need to talk to their mama and I need to talk to their daddy if they got one. And hell, they might not spend the night. That's what real parents do. We ain't sending our kids just no anywhere unless you just don't give a fuck. But when kids go places, we usually want to talk to the parents. We want to know where the fuck they at, what they doing, who the mama, meet the parents if we have to, where they live at, what if they in the hood, if they safe. But this situation, you let your 17-year-old daughter go a few times on her own. Y'all went from trusting y'all daughter to now calling R. Kelly a predator. Ain't that a bitch? Now I feel like cussing. They went from trusting their daughter on their own and to now R. Kelly's a manipulator. R. Kelly brainwashed her. Where's your parenting skills? My son kids, all of them still respectable. You can never pay them to talk to me the way Azriel talked to her daddy. Because no matter how old they get, they still my kids, and respect is what I always taught them. Respect is not material things. And buying your kids things for them to respect you. Respect is what you teach them from birth. Y'all allow her to go with R. Kelly a few times on her own, knowing the allegations that was against R. Kelly that he got acquitted of, knowing what was alleged said about him with him and Aaliyah. It's all was alleged. But y'all still trusted y'all daughter around R. Kelly. Now, R. Kelly ain't shit. But you sent your daughter a few times on her own. On her own. You sent her on her own and she was gone. You sent her on her own and she made her own mind up. That's where the fuck she wanted to be. So you can't blame R. Kelly for you sending your daughter on her own and her making her mind up. That's what she want to be. She ain't want to be at home with y'all. Did I say something wrong? Did I say anything wrong? Did I say anything wrong, y'all? If I did, tell me now. So they opened up a can of worms that they couldn't close. Did I say something wrong? Now they say they allowed her to go a few times by herself, on her own. And you did all that to come to now and say, he manipulated my daughter. It was supposed to have been for an audition. And this supposed to have been that. They went to a hotel. If they went to a hotel, how the fuck she go a few times on her own? And we went down to the hotel. But even, I guess, after that or before that or whatever, y'all still allow her to go on her own. Could it be that greed was the motive? Could it be that greed was the motive? Could it be that greed was the motive? Could it be that Angelo greed was the motive and his daughter was his last meal ticket? Could it be Azriel woke the fuck up and realized I don't need my daddy to be part of my success and my journey or my finances? Could it be? Could it be money was the motive? Could it be, as she said, fuck y'all, I'm 18. I don't got to check in. I ain't been checking in before. Could it be everything she said and everything you just heard is the goddamn truth? And could it be R.Kelly is not the monster, the manipulator, the brainwasher, the rapist, the coercer, the whatever you want to call him when it comes to Azriel and Joycelyn? Could it be? And so I want to say thank you all again for tuning into my live. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. If you enjoy what you heard, this is my job. I love doing what I do. I hope you love it as well. Make sure you be a financial blessing. I got to keep saying this because some people will forget to give, but with a reminder, they will give. So put my Cash App, put my PayPal in the chat. Make sure you donate to the channel to keep this channel up and running. I appreciate y'all just as much as you appreciate me because I like bringing the truth and nothing but the truth. Sometimes it's raw and uncut truth, but you got to accept it for what it is because if you get it the easy way, you don't even know how to appreciate it. So sometimes I got to get raw with it because a lot of people think this is just a game with not just his life, but other black men's lives as well. So we have to be aware of what's going on and what's being said. We got to be reminded on what's being put out there before our eyes. We must listen. We must learn. We must look. We must hear the truth, see the truth, speak the truth, know the truth, and not be in denial of the truth, regardless of what your feelings may be towards an individual. That individual does have a right. And we must respect that individual right just as well as you have a right. It's R.KELLY today. It could be your son tomorrow. It's R.KELLY today. It could be your nephew tomorrow. It's R.KELLY today. It could be your daddy tomorrow. It's R.KELLY today. It could be your grandson tomorrow. It's R.KELLY today. It could be whoever tomorrow. Let's appreciate it. What we have in this life. I want to thank you all for tuning into my live. Anything you donate on my channel is greatly appreciated. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. This is my commentary, And if you enjoyed it, put those hearts up in the chat. Put those hearts up in the chat. Natasha K, you want to bring some shit? This the shit you should bring to your channel. You know, I know you the queen of these YouTube streets out here. I'm just a blogger with an opinion. I'm just a blogger who just want the truth to be told for what it is, and not for people to be so judgmental of everything they hear and everything that's being said without completely looking at all facts in all areas when it comes to this Robert Sylvester Kelly situation, man. It's a lot of things been said against this man, about this man, and nobody taking a stand to really defend this man and say, hey, wait a minute, look at this. Oh, wait a minute, did you hear that? Oh, I ain't heard that before. Well, damn, I just heard that. It's my first time hearing that. Damn, and they've been saying all this. Now that I saw that, wait a minute. And it's coming out of her mouth. I got second thoughts. Yeah, I was thinking he probably did all these things. But now that I hear her say to her own daddy, she didn't slander R. Kelly not one time when it came to doing a documentary with her own dad. And you would think she had the opportunity to say, yeah, he did this, he did that, he did that, versus going on different platforms to get some notoriety of who she is and that she's been around R. Kelly and play with the people mentally and intellects and play with their heart and their souls and knowing that's wrong and that's bogus. So what you gonna do now? That's the question. Don't know my Cash App, that is right there. If you don't know my PayPal, it's right there on the left-hand side of the screen. That's paypal.me/DJ Tyson 357 and KEVINSBLESSINGS. Your financial blessings are truly appreciated. I thank y'all for tuning in. I want you all to have a beautiful Monday. And I want to send a special shout out to a lot of people, man, behind the scenes. You know who you are. I appreciate you. I want to send a message out to Beautiful, Queen, and One Papoose. My message is stray away from the drama. Stay away from the drama. We already heard the stories. We already know what it is. And just some good advice. Stay focused on the mission. Stay focused on the walk for kills. You don't need all that drama while you're trying to do something positive and productive for Robert Sylvester Kelly. You don't need all that unnecessary drama. Let that guy, let that girl do them, do what they doing, and y'all focus on doing what you're doing. I know it's one thing. I know drama brings a lot of people, a lot of views, or whatever the case may be. But that's like I said about Azriel, all attention ain't good attention. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need all that on your platform. We already heard the stories about dude. Now it's up to people to decide on their own. You know, what is, what ain't, blah, blah, blah. If they go fuck with them or not, that's on them. We can't keep dragging out the same thing every day, every week. We got to get back focused on this fight for Robert Sylvester Kelly. And this is just my opinion. This is just my assessment. This is just my views. Get off the drama and get back on the walk. And let's not intertwine the drama with the walk. That way more people can come out and support versus them seeing the drama that's going on, and it's going to deter them from walking on the walk because all the drama that's being played in it. And this is just some advice from a person who had experience to know when the devil is busy. He will creep in some way and still kill and destroy. The only way you can grow is sometimes let negativity be where it's at, be what it is. But back and forth, it's going to take away from your purpose. It's going to take away from your plan. It's going to take away from a lot of things. And you don't want that. And you may have some good people that follow you and support you, but everybody really don't want all that drama that comes with Robert Sylvester Kelly. So my advice to you, Beautiful and Queen, I'm telling you what to do with your channel, but you need to just take it down a notch. Take it down, a little notch about the back and forth and the T-baby stuff. She's where she want to be. It is what it is. You just got to pray. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you, everybody, for rocking with me. Thank you all for supporting my channel. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your donations on yesterday towards my son. Just thank y'all just for being the greatest mod subscribers and even the new subscribers. And don't hope it be your last time coming. I am DJ Tyson. I am Kevin Terrell. I am the most hated, but I do love you all. And again, far as the Dana J situation, I don't know his baby. I don't know dude, baby mama. Don't care about his baby mama. Don't care about nobody's baby mama, because I don't give a fuck about none of that. I got in this fight for a fight. I didn't get this fight to be nosy in other people's business other than what the shit they put out there themselves. Period. I came here to fight. I come in to make a point, make a stance for something, not nothing. All the extra, that personal shit, people want to start implicating me and talking about me. Let them talk. I don't care. Let them talk. People go believe what they want to believe, and people go see what they want to see. That's on them. That's not on me. You're not going to stop me from being blessed. You're not going to stop me from growing. You're not going to stop me from excelling. I thank you new subscribers who came on for the first time. I appreciate you. I think it's Marietta, Dennis. There was a few more names I might have forgot. But to all you new bloggers, to all you new subscribers, I want to say thank you for subscribing to this channel, and make sure you be a blessing to this channel whenever you can, however you can. Party D Master, thank you too as well. Let's stay focused. We in the fight that it's not an easy fight. And like I said, I'm not telling nobody how to run their channel. I'm just going off what I see and what type of impact it will put on what you're trying to set forth, because people want to do something for Robert Sylvester Kelly. People want to support Robert Sylvester Kelly. People want to walk for Robert Sylvester Kelly and make noise for Robert Sylvester Kelly. But we don't need to repeat 2020 and bring it into 2021. You know, we don't want the same results. We want different results. We want better results. So if y'all can stray away from that negativity when it comes to dude and his girl and his world, y'all will be better bloggers, and you will continue to have a great following, because everybody don't like the drama. I'm just letting you know that from experience. Stay focused on that walk for Kells, and let God expand your territory with your platform. You got a voice. Don't fall into the bozos trap and let somebody take your voice from you because you want to entertain all the BS that's going around. I appreciate y'all for listening again. I am DJ Tyson, and I'm out of here, and I love you guys. Have a beautiful Monday. Peace. Keep that same energy.